stay drier for your Sunday. As for Monday, that's when things start to heat up. And of course, with that intense heat, there's always a chance of storms. But that's when high pressure is in play. So as you get into the work week, there's a lesser chance of showers and storms, but a certainty of extreme heat. Today, rather cool out there in comparison, 81. And mostly cloudy for your forecast. Again, we will see breaks of sunshine, spotty showers, possibly some thunderstorms, especially later on. Then overnight, 71, a chance of storms on the relative cool side. And tomorrow we will hit 88 degrees, a little hotter, definitely more humid. Still a chance for showers and storms. Here's your extended forecast now as we reveal the extended heat wave. Monday is 91. Tuesday, 93. Wednesday, 95. Feeling like 100 plus in the city. Thursday and Friday, we start to cool off back into the low 90s. But needless to say, it is going to be a very hot and humid week ahead. So enjoy this day, despite the rain, the cool temperatures out there.
Yeah, we can go back to not being able to breathe again.
Yeah, early in the day. Yeah, Thursday morning was the worst, and then we got some relief Thursday night, right? Friday, definitely felt comfortable. Today, it will still be wet out there, but it won't feel that like this humidity.
I'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
I time up for sports and the Yankees. A late finish because of the weather. Yes, the injured Derek Jeter in the dugout last night, lending some moral support. Well, probably should have lent some umbrellas and parkas off and on showers out at the stadium until the ump finally called for the ground crew to break out the tarp. After a 1 hour and 13-minute rain delay, Yanks came out swinging. Brett Gardner and Robinson Cano with RBI singles in effect. Yanks take this one 2-0. Now, here's Otis Livingston with your CBS 2 WFAN Sports Update.
Good morning, everyone. A frustrated Derek Jeter said it's not the way to draw it up, but he hopes to be back on the field real soon to help the Yankees win games. This after he suffered a grade 1 strain on his right quadricep, trying to lay out a ground ball in the 5th inning on Thursday. He was then removed from the game in the 8th inning. Wasn't in the lineup last night against Minnesota, and he won't be in it until after the All-Star break. Chief Brian Cashman says he will then be reevaluated. May play in the second-half series opener in Boston next Friday, but he also didn't rule out a possible return to the disabled list. As you know, Jeter missed the first 91 games recovering from that broken ankle suffered in the playoffs last October. He played in 4 minor league rehab games and was itching to get back to the bigs, and Cashman didn't rule out the possibility that this injury was because he came back too soon.
Open to questions, but it was my call to move him up based on what occurred in our game. But there was a safe harbor piece of his body there, said not yet. And is that because of age or more so because of maybe what he's coming back from? And for a period of time you favor one side versus the other because of the injuries coming off from it. It's hard to say.
Mets and Pirates last night. Jeremy Hefner, terrific again, except for that pitch to Pedro Alvarez at the first. He'll be smacking these around at next week's home run derby at Citi Field. Hefner's only 2 runs allowed in 7 innings. The Mets scored 1 in the 6th, and then Kurt Warner says, "New ball, please." Ties the game to 2 in the 7th. Well, it was another extra inning game for the Mets that come out on the losing end. Juan Lagarce's throw to the plate is not going to be in time as the Mets go down in 11. 3-2 was the final. For CBS 2 News, I'm Otis Livingston. Have a great day.
All right, perfect on the grill is chopped up for salad. Fresh grocer Tony Chantillo is here with a tip of the day on yellow peppers.
Well, today's tip of the day is going to be yellow bell peppers. And this time of year, they're everywhere prices are down. You can find them as low as $1.29 a pound to about $1.99 a pound. Some markets a little bit higher, but you know what? These are fantastic on the grill. Stuffed, sauteed, wonderful flavor, and mixed with the green and the red. It's a beautiful thing. It was tough by selection stores is the yellow bell pepper. When you buy yellow all the way around, very important, check the crown. Make sure it's free from any shriveling whatsoever, and the stem has to be attached. That's also very important. And nice and heavy, then you have thick walls. When you bring them home, simply store them in the refrigerator right away, and don't wait that long. Maybe 2 or 3 days, 4 days at the tops. Yellow bell peppers in the market, great price. It's just beautiful. And I'm Tony Cantillo, your fresh grocer, and always remember to eat fresh and stay healthy.
All right, time now 6:23. We're back in a moment.
Tony Chantillo is brought to you by Hunts Point Produce Market, where the farmers go to market.
It's the end of the model year, and Nissan is giving a direct line to the people, places, and music you love. An easier way in, and more ways to see. And now, only Nissan can give you the bottom line on all of it. Lease Ultima just $199 per month. Or Rogue, only $179 per month. Your choice has never been easier. Shop at your local Nissan store or choose Nissan.com today.
I was looking for a little change of scenery. So much shopping.
You picked the right time to shop. Raymore and Flanagan is having a sale. Plus, take advantage of our best financing offer ever. No money down, no interest till 2017.
I love their sale.
Comfy bedrooms, gorgeous dining rooms, family-friendly living rooms. The best quality, the best prices, the best financing. Delivered in 3 days or less. Change can be good with help from Raymore and Flanagan.
Please walk the line, standing, in an orderly fashion.
I need a deposit slip.
Deposit slips are located at the entrance of the bank.
It's time to bank human again. That's why at TD Bank, we're open longer than any other bank, and you'll never see a rope line. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to power down your little working. I think your friends will understand.
Oh, no, it's actually my Geico app. See? I just paid my bill.
Did you really? From the bank?
Yeah, I can manage my policy, get roadside assistance, pretty much access Geico 24/7.
Sounds a little too good to be true, sir. I'll let that one take 5.
Okay, did she seriously just say that?
Geico. Just a click away with our free mobile app.
Well, this morning's Living Lodge takes us to a country estate just a short ride from busy Manhattan. Yep, I got to check out this retreat away from the hustle and bustle up in Lake Wacabuck. This lake house on Lake Wacabuck in Westchester County sits in a remote spot with no neighbors in sight. The main home, a stone house on a hill, comes with acres of land and lakes, perfect for swimming, kayaking, boating, and fishing. Welcome to Lake Wacabuck. The Adirondack-style home built in 2009 has vintage elements everywhere. Sally Slater with Swiss Element in Bedford welcomed us in. There are all kinds of nautical touches. The ceiling, you see, sort of looks like the size of a sailboat. Just about every room takes advantage of the lake. And every room has a set of doors that lead to a terrace or peaceful sitting area. Stone walls can be found inside and out. The most prominent example here in the sunroom. They found vintage stone walls from up north, took them apart, and brought them down and used them for the whole exterior. Reclaimed wide-board oak floors and antique drawers are just some of the luxuries. The kitchen has natural soapstone counters and a built-in 6-burner stove. She designed it so the stove faced this way because when they entertained, she didn't want to have their back to people. Each bedroom has a bathroom with an antique piece of furniture repurposed as a sink. In the master bathroom, there's even an outdoor shower. Brings you back to your days of going to summer camp. The master bedroom has high ceilings, curved windows, and another exit to the outdoors. Down on the lower level, we found a shower custom made for dogs. This is so funny. This is like name brand. The home also has an
Free menu version 4.3 has been improved. This update provides a behind-the-scenes fixes that will not affect features but will improve the overall system performance. To update your Wii menu to the latest version, please select the update button at the bottom of the screen, or select the system update option in weak system settings. Blah 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 blah. Whatever, let's just get this started. Save data or program files may im let's just skip this word. Impair gameplay or the Wii console updating to Wii menu version 4.3. Man, I'm gonna get a lot of this after this. We'll also check for a we'll also check for and automatically remove such save data or program files. People are definitely gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna get so many dislikes, man. I ain't gonna get no likes. I probably am gonna get some likes, but I'm not gonna get that many likes. I'm gonna get like dislikes and stuff. If you updated your Wii menu after 9, 7, 10, you may not need to update again. Thank you for updating your Wii console. Oh, it's from Nintendo. What? That's great. Good to hear from Nintendo again. Update. And, I'm not gonna tell you guys any of this. Okay, you probably saw that, but you will not remember it. Most of you will not remember it. I guarantee that. You can actually see it on the screen. Connect to the internet and perform a Wii system update. Yes. Okay. Now I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. It's gonna take a long time. You can actually see my face a little bit on the camera. That's freaky. But oh wait. Wow. I've made it to 12 minutes and 33 seconds already. Wow. Well, I've made it that far before when making a video, but never that high. Jeez, that's like testing connection. If you don't know what this, oh, okay. Error code. Unable to find an access point. Please confirm the exit and try again. This is this is gonna take a long time. Dang, I made it that far? 13 minutes, 27 seconds. That's, that is a great. Wow, that's great. That's great. Testing connection, testing connection. I should already have Wii connection by now, since I already have Netgear. I got some Netgear. I got Netgear right now. This is update time. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down like this. Okay, this time I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna click on quit, and I'm gonna go to Wii menu. Can't see me anymore. Okay, this is probably gonna get dark. It's gonna get a little dark. I already have internet. I already have internet, I think. Wait, does it wear off after that? Probably doesn't. I'm gonna download right now. The other rules, they don't really matter that much. Let's go! The other rules don't really matter. And is it picking up sound? Other rules do not matter in any way. Ah, so this is good. Okay, please tell me that there's some connection to this. Oh man. This is gonna take a long time. This even loading and stuff with the Wii channel or whatever network to be working with. You know what? I should connecting. Please wait. The Wii Shop channel. Uh, dang it, the Wii Shop channel is not currently available in your region, whatever. Wait, why is it not available to my region or whatever? Region, something like that. I don't know. Photo channel 1.1. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Why is this? What's that? Just tools? Is that my voice? Is it record the loudness of my voice? That's definitely gonna break a world record for sure. I know you guys don't like when I play some people talk, but I just gotta talk. SD card menu. Wait, nothing is inserted in the SD card slots. No wonder my Wii can't remember anything. Today, today's play history. Minute channel, 1 second ago. Total play time, 1 second. Dude, of course it's gonna be 1 second. What do you expect? What do you expect it for? What do you expect it for? My English is perfect. You know my English is perfect, son. Okay, now let's see. Where do I go next? I gotta find a place to go. Did my Wii forget my internet connection? Wii settings. Let's see here. Console nickname. Yeah, I accidentally called my console Tariq. Can't believe I did that. I should have came up with a cooler name than that. Uh, I'm not telling you guys my game code again. You could probably already know it if you saw big arrow triangle and stuff. You know you saw it. Console connection settings. Wireless connection tool. Use this connection. Yeah. Use connection 1. I am. As a matter of fact, I am. Now I think I have. I need an SD card for my Wii and stuff. Console. Sorry for my talking. Dang, I just passed 19 minutes and 15 seconds. That has to break a record right there. No wait, I gotta pull up the 50-minute thing. Gotta make this an hour, I think. I hope I make it an hour. The Wii Shop channel again? It's wow. I'm telling you, it's never gonna find the internet connection to this thing. It never is. You know what, I gotta play this game, Team Game Mode. SpongeBob, yo. I'm gonna be playing some SpongeBob. That's alright. I'm gonna play SpongeBob. I gotta play some SpongeBob, bro. This is grounded me. But I'll come back later. But seriously, I gotta play some SpongeBob. If you don't know what I'm saying, uh, you know what? Why am I still talking about that? Let me get out of my concrete. I gotta get the concrete out of my Wii. No way, I don't have any concrete on my in my Wii or on my Wii. Some knucklehead came in. Okay, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, some knucklehead came in. La- one one time, last time, a knucklehead came in and stuff. He was just fixing the wall and everything. He was once he was done fixing the wall, he spread it everywhere on my Wii and my consoles and everything and on my computer. Yeah, he literally just spread it everywhere. Now everything is like messed up. He on the top sides of my Wii console is now messed up. I can't even fit a disc in there, but I can fit a GameCube disc. I can fit a GameCube one, so yeah. I don't have that many GameCube games anyways. I don't have that many GameCube games anyways. You know, because it would take a lot of time. I, because I remember when I first had this Wii, right? Right? I first had this Wii, when I was little and stuff. You know, when I was about 8 or 9, I had the Wii for the first time on Christmas and stuff. I just brought it, and I didn't know that you could install a GameCube game into it until just then. I looked at the CD menu, right? And then I saw some stuff. I want to, I wanted to know what a GameCube is, because at the time I didn't know what it was. Um, and so I had to figure it out by myself. Um, so then after that, I found a way to know what a GameCube is. I was at, I was at my, I think I was at, after school. Yes, I was at my after school and stuff. And for the first time, there was like this box that I didn't even know was a GameCube. And I was like, what is that thing anyways? That's what I was wondering for the first time. I didn't know what a GameCube was. I was only 9 or 8 at the time. I mean, come on. I, Come on, you gotta give me a chance to know what this stuff is. So then, when I first played on the GameCube, for my very first time, is when it was nighttime and my mother came to pick me up and stuff. So then it lasted about, okay, so this is like in the year 2000, and this is like in the year 2008 is when I went to after school. not for the very first time, but for the 15th time, I think. And then, so then, once I went to here, again, then then after that, before I knew it, I was still at my old school. I think I was still at PS6 by the time. But then when I turned 10 years old, they decided to take me to a Chinese school and stuff called PS 124, and I was at that school. Um, I had brilliant ideas, I think. Why am I ending every sentence with I think? So, okay, let me continue the story. So, I was somewhere with myself, and I wanted to do some stuff, right? So I quickly, I was quickly at school then. When I was 10 years old, I didn't know what to do. I I really didn't know what to do at my new school though. It was a Chinese school. I didn't know what to do there. I had no idea. I had no idea what I was supposed to do there. At first, I didn't know what to do. I was just like one of those new students there. I was getting teased a lot, but that's not the point. The point is that I went to school. I've already, I've already met a friend. I've already met a friend there. Um, well, I've already made a friend at that school one day, and so I was at that school. Okay, I'm only skipping parts of the story because I want to get to the really good part when I went to middle school and stuff. That's where it got real intense at middle school. So then, when I was at PS 124, um, the friend that I was with, he was crazy and stuff. So I was with my friend Jordan and stuff. And so this is what happened. We would make the funniest jokes ever, and I would crack up and stuff. Um, so then, uh, 2 years later, I had to. 2 years later, when I was about 12, when I was about 12 years old, 2 years later, this was in 2011, and it was already October 1st. No, wait. It was already September 1st, and for the first time I went to middle school, I didn't know what to do. I was a new student there, um, and I was a new student there, and by the time I knew it, I had no friends. Like, literally, nobody would come up to me and say, hey, do you want to be my friend? That it was just terrible. Well, it was the first day of school, so let me chill out. So then there was this 14-year-old boy who came up to me. There was this 14-year-old boy who came up to me and he wanted to be my friend. His name was Patrick, and he wanted to be my friend for the very first time. This was the first time I met him. This was the first time I met him. On the second day, we were already friends by then. On and we were still friends. We were talking about stuff, We even talked about Sonic the Hedgehog together. He was in 8th grade. He was already in 8th grade. And then, when I was at the age of, no wait, I was still 12 by then. Then on the 3rd day of school, um, my old friend, at the third day of school, my friend didn't even want to be bothered with me. He didn't want to be bothered with me at all. Uh, I don't know what I did to. I don't know what I did to make him upset and stuff. He just wanted to be alone by himself at a bench. And so then at the 4th day of school, he had a new friend, and his name was Amir. Uh, at the time, I really didn't like Amir that much. Okay, hey, so then when you know what? Let me just go to when I was still a little kid. Okay, so when I was 6 years old, my very first friend's name was Nicholas and stuff. Okay, at PS6. So, um, I wasn't the new student near 2006, because all the kids suddenly seemed to know me there. Well, almost all the kids seemed to know me there. Um, so then I went to walk up to him and said something. I don't know. I'm gonna get a game, and then I'll finish the story. Okay, I'm back, and I got a game this time. You'll never believe what game it is till I show you it on screen. Okay, so when I was still at PS6, um, at PS6, you've already made a friend and stuff. Automatically, this was in 2006. I was a new student. I started school I think I started school near 2005. 2005. Alright? So then, so in the year 2006, I was about 7 years old, right? So then, I already had a friend, and his name was Nicholas. I probably already told you that. And then, um, right then and there, we were best friends. But then we made the dumbest games that you could possibly think of. They were funny childhood games. They weren't actually real ones. And and yes, this is this this was the year when I was 7 years old in 2006, right? So then, all I remember is that I had a friend named Nicholas, and we used to play outside. Um, then I also had another friend named Ariel. He's a boy, of course. And so we were playing this game called Sonic Heroes because the game already released then. Oh no, wait, the game didn't release until 2007. Alright, so then, then we were playing a game called Sonic Heroes because the game was about to release. Because the game was about to release on a late day of 2007 or 2008, I think. So then, once I was there, I went to go and see what he was doing. Let me just start this game. So we were already pals and stuff. We were friends, buddies. Uh, it, we were pretending to be teenagers because because we didn't know what a teenager was, but we heard that they're supposed to be really cool people and stuff. So we pretended to be teenagers and stuff. And I kept on wondering, what do teenagers exactly do? And so I made up a game about teenagers. It was supposed to be a long parody, if you understand what I'm saying. So then after that, a year later, some girl comes up to me and asks if she wants to be my friend. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know if I should have said yes or no. My only option, my only strongest option that I could think of was no. Because the bullies there would tease me about having a girlfriend, even though that we were way too young. I mean, come on. I was at a young age then. Okay, so then, am I getting too bored? Okay, let me just start this game off. Which then reminds me of another story of when I played on the GameCube for the first time. So, this is my first time playing on a GameCube ever. And eventually, when I first played the GameCube, my mind was blown by such a small game like the GameCube. Seriously, and I wanted to play it, but I couldn't. I had to be big enough. I had to be like a big kid in order to play it. So once that happened, wait a second. Let me get my controller. Cause this is really bringing me to a story. This game right here is bringing me to another story. Aha, there's a controller. There's a controller. There's a controller. Okay. So then after that, the game, the GameCube controllers that we used to play with looked exactly like this one, but a little bit different to this one. So I would play on the controller for the first time and stuff. That's when a brilliant idea came. So when I first played Mario Party on the GameCube, I played Mario Party for the first time ever. I didn't know the rules to the game. I didn't really care too much for the rules. I mean, I didn't really care too much about the rules for the game. But one thing I did, playing, I was playing the game one time, and I was like automatically an expert at the game at that time. I mean, I must be very talented at games since I act automatically like an expert at them. At all the games that I played. Wait, it seems like the game is starting. Licensed by Nintendo. Uh, Ubisoft. Wait, this may get a little bit intense. So, make sure that your ears do not break. Okay, and this reminds me of another story. When I was like a little kid, I used to play TMNT a lot. I watched the movie and stuff. Um, when I when I first watched the movie, I wanted to know. Saw the movie for the very first time, and I made a mask that that didn't exactly look like the mask from the TMNT movie. I tried to make it look a little bit like it was from the TMNT movie. Um, I was still little, so my drawings to me as a little kid looked excellent in every way. But but then a few years later, I tried to upgrade my drawing skills. So I would do anything just to upgrade my drawing skills. I tried learning from the internet, which helped me a little bit. I didn't know how to, at the time I didn't know how to draw TMNT. I really didn't. So that is when drawing occurred to me. Is when I really, really wanted to know how to draw. That's when my brilliant mind came to me all of a sudden. So that's when my brilliant mind came to me. Alright? Alright? So this is in the year. This this was in the year 2008. Um, no wait, it was in the year 2007. All right. Sonic Heroes just released that day. Just released that year. All right. Right. All right. So it just released. It it just released and stuff. So then that's when I that's when I first got Sonic Hero. That's when I first got my PlayStation 2. Okay, so when I got the PlayStation 2, I didn't know what kind of games they had for PlayStation 2 at the time. I had to really look hard for a PlayStation 2 game. Um, so, so after that, I literally, well, actually, I knew what a PlayStation 2 game was, but I didn't know how it looked like at the time. So, Sonic Heroes was my first PlayStation 2 game that I ever played. Um, so my PlayStation 2 wanted an SD card that could install memory, but I didn't want an SD card at the time. I just wanted to play my games. I just wanted to play my games, alright? Because as a kid, I really wanted to play my games. I really did. I didn't. I really didn't care if any of my games needed an SD card or not. Then one time, then one time, I PlayStation 2 lost memory of every single game that I played, and that's when I said, man, this would be a great time to get me an SD card. And so I got an SD card for the very first time. I put inside my PlayStation 2. Um, that's when I brought it. I brought the SD card for the very first time at Toys R Us, I think. That's when I got it, and I installed it into my PlayStation 2. Alright? This was in the year. I think this was in the year 2010 when I was out of PS6. Um, so then that's when I went to book off and stuff to get an SD card. Oh no, wait, it was probably just Toys R Us. I decided to get something at Toys R Us. I wanted it. I wanted an SD card. I mean, seriously. Are you sure you wish to save this profile? Yes. Okay. So then after that, there is not enough free space on the memory card in slot A. In order to save this game, at least one file and 13 free blocks are required. Are you sure you want to exit TMNT and manage the memory card? No. Are you sure you want to continue without saving? Okay. Autosave has been disabled. You can re-enable it manually through the options menu. Okay. So, so then, for the very first time, when I when I played my TMNT game for the very first time on PC, and this was in okay, keep this in mind, guys. This was in the year 2006. It was still 2006. And I was playing my first TMNT game. my first TMNT game ever. Much like this one, but it didn't have any of the options, so I didn't know where to click exactly. So I would just randomly click on anything just to see, just to see something happen. I wanted to see something happen. That's when I thought that the game was broken. I really hated that. I thought that the game was broken and stuff, but it really wasn't. The only thing that was wrong is that my computer had way too many games installed already. This is when I installed every single game that I got from my PC. I didn't install that much, but that's when my PC didn't have that much memory in it and stuff, so it couldn't hold that many files. And I had to get it cleaned after that, and then I had to get it cleaned again. Uh, so then after that, keep this. Okay, so this was in the year 2010. Um, we're like splitting into times right here. So this was in the year 2010 when I played my Sonic Heroes game. When I played my Sonic Heroes game, I realized something that I didn't. Uh, I had to keep a pace or something here. Okay, so I'll continue the story after I finish this one mission. Actually, I'm going to continue my story once I finish some parts of the game. This is probably just going to be the first 1 hour game. This is probably going to be the very first 1 hour gameplay that I'm going to do. Seriously, this will be the first one. Keep in mind that this will be my first ever TMNT gameplay. Actually, this will be my first 1 hour gameplay. I wasted my time talking. Okay, on with the story.
Sensei once consoled a grief-stricken boy as his older brother prepared to leave for battle. He said, "Child, why do you cry? You are both part of a family. And a family is a bond that cannot be broken by war, by strife, by force, or neglect. And more importantly, you are brothers. And brothers you shall remain, despite time, argument, and even distance." Usually the stomach will fail of those coincidence we now. It is said that a long time ago, ancient warlords ruled this land. Jumping is a basic ninja move, but jumping further sometimes requires extra effort. Extra height and lift by jumping again while in the air. Coins are a currency that allows you to buy many interesting things. But to do so, you must first complete your mission, and then be ready.
Not quite like New York.
A few years ago, I found a hidden temple by exploring this same jungle. Inside, in a sacred cave, I faced the metal known to possess great mystical powers. Mind your environment, my son. Learn to lean onto the edges of the surface to grab it and glide or stay out of sight. Sometimes letting go of an edge when you think the time is right is the best thing to do. Throw yourself from one edge to another. Simply move towards the other edge, performing a jump at the same time, and grab onto it. Find the temple and reach the sacred chamber, Leonardo, and play the medallion.
I'm gonna have to go higher if I want to find the temple.
Stand between two walls facing one another. Then jump on one wall and jump again in the other wall direction. By repeating this action over and over, you will reach the top without having to use edges. When you jump against the wall, you can run upwards for extra height and can also leap away from the wall to reach new areas. The more you use your combat moves, the more you will learn to hunt. Time well you able to keep your enemies far away from you to allow more time to focus on other possible dangers. While you are in the air, you will attack you. See the ground shudder under your feet as you land on it.
Once again, the turtles prevail.
Wait, is this the right way? Okay.
A ninja cleverly finds exposed edges and crevices to climb from one edge to another.
Splinter taught us every time you take out a battery, it charges part of your strength. And once 10 guys are eliminated, we can use that part to demonstrate. So taking damage will break our arms completely all on our No pain. Yeah! This is the bomb. Whoa, don't think I'll ever see something this beautiful again.
Alright, so that was my first TMNT gameplay ever. I'm sorry I went through the news thing, but my mother, she was just getting ready to go to school and stuff.
To this day, Master Splinter, collecting that medallion is one of the proudest moments of my life.
I was very proud of you at Leonardo, but the adventure that followed your return home made me even more proud of all of you.
You were proud of us? Yeah, we nearly broke the family apart.
Sometimes, Raphael, adversity is necessary to strengthen a family bond, and reminiscing one's hardships helps as well. Donatello, Michelangelo, why don't the four of you tell me the story of this helmet in your own words, so that you can see for yourselves how much you have all grown together?
All right. I love this story. That's because you were always a huge fan of the Night Watcher, Mikey.
Why not, dude? The Night Watcher was pretty cool. Sure, he was a creepy loner and all that. He was just one guy. He was taking on an entire gang of his own.
Nobody knew anything about the Night Watcher. And one day he disappeared, you know?
In your anger, your best option is to focus and engage in combat.
My anger feeds my rage, and my rage feeds my power. So the more damage I do to those things, the angrier I get. Get it? Oh, no rage, no rage power.
He always seemed hungry in those parts of town.
I focus my attack to hit more than one enemy with a dashing move that will disorient. Splinter says there's always a right kind of strength. And when you're ready, unleash a devastating kick attack and make the other guy cry.
That's it. Oh yeah. Break the heat off, son.
Alright! Winning ugly is still winning.
At first, nobody had ever heard of him. He had to prove it.
Alright! Best way to protect yourself against enemy attacks is to dodge his moves. It raises your chances for victory every time.
this thing. Dude, no way.
He was in the hot spot. That was no place for stuff.
No. Get on top. It's my boy. It's my boy.
It'd be nice if everybody got along. Everything was pretty and all that crap. But the world ain't like that. Night watchers will beat the bad guys at their own game. I can use my size to climb walls using my defensive blockers. But unfortunately, it won't work on all of them. And there was lots of beating to do.
Pretty soon, dude, all the street people were afraid of the night watch. That might be true, Mikey, but crime didn't go away. Crime never goes away, dude. The night watcher sure put a lot of it out of commission. The night watcher had skills. That's for sure. Seriously, he was working alone. There were so many enemies against him. How long can a lone wolf last?
I don't know how long a lone wolf like the night watcher can last, Leo. But I know this. Nobody ever beat that guy. Nobody. Oh, night watcher. I always thought he was pretty gnarly.
Maybe, but the police disagreed. They thought his methods were too drastic and too violent.
Rabbi, did you really become the night watcher because you thought the police were not doing enough?
Nobody was. You remember what it was like, Sensei? Crime was everywhere, and innocent people were scared. It wasn't right. So I decided to become the night watcher. And
Give the criminal scum something to be afraid of. And besides, dude, that costume's stylish. Oh, Mikey, personally, no offense, Raph, I never really liked the Night Watcher's style much. I prefer a more sophisticated, high-tech approach.
Oh, what a surprise.
But Dawn, you have sophisticated, high-tech enemies. That is true. I thought it was just going to be an ordinary night for me. So I did what you said. I went out looking for components for my latest invention. And as usual, I was taking the opportunity to get a little bit of exercise.
Running along the wall allows you to access remote areas and permits you to surprise your enemies by moving around them.
We're going pretty okay.
When the ceiling is low, use your pole staff to cross over to the other side of a gap.
I even had a few opportunities to try out my new aerodynamically enhanced phone stack. I could use it to hover over narrow gaps. It was really cool. Everything was business as usual until I saw something off in the distance. Electronic sparkling. Just don't have a lot of light. until I saw something off in the distance.
Climb up the wall.
Everything was business as usual until I saw something off in the distance. Electronic sparking. So naturally,
I was almost there. Just need a little bit more. Come on, I just needed a little bit more time. Time.
everything was business as usual until I saw something off in the distance. Electronic sparking. So naturally, everything was business as usual until I saw something off in the distance. Electronic sparking. There must be a system. Incredible! Everything was business as usual until I saw something off in the distance. Electronic sparking. So naturally, everything was business as usual until I saw something off in the distance. Electronic sparking. So naturally,
Finally!
yeah. Even though it took you to an unknown part of the sewer, which was falling apart and probably unsafe. Right on, bro.
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out!
It took me a few moments to realize I was in a strange part of the sewer because you got distracted by the shiny object. that ham salad now. You get into the whip spot. That's when I found the underground headquarters of a secret clan. There was all kinds of high-tech stuff. I want to meet these guys. That's when I found the underground headquarters of a secret clan. There was all kinds of high-tech stuff. I want to meet these guys.
This is going to be the longest gameplay ever. This is going to be the longest gameplay ever, man. Does he not know how to climb? I'm kidding. Take a joke for once. I mean, come on. You gotta admit that was kind of funny. We make fun of Donatello. He's not even that. Finally, it took him like forever to do that. He doesn't even know how to jump. Finally. What? Every time I go to the side, he just doesn't feel like, just. I know.
And it never really occurred to me that they might not want me this year. Effective. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it's always good to get a little bit of exercise. Wait, they attacked you, then you kept going? They have some pretty serious high-tech security in there. I'm talking things like an electric barrier that you would not want to touch. This is awesome!
Wait, I need to heal.
It so happens site security is just my thing. Am I good or am I good? It's that guy that totaled my board. Wait, no. So. Yeah.
Oh, wait, was he healing? Wait, heal.
monster indeed. Look who's talking. I'm a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and the name is Don.
Choosing the turtle as your tutor was your first mistake, monster.
You know, you talk way too much for a living statue. Did I shock you?
We will meet again, reptile vermin.
Did I shock you?
We will meet again, reptile vermin.
Is it me or is the water level rising? Ninjutsu is a skill based on balance, speed, and agility. I suggest you work on your speed.
That place was an electronics gold mine. I found a ton of circuitry I could use, and there were so many cool gadgets that I had to use the van to carry them all. No kidding. Our cash flow is a bit in the red, right? So I got a job playing Cowabunga Carl at children's parties.
Cowabunga Carl? I'm so glad I wasn't there for that.
Dude, you have no idea. I tell you, bro, these kids today, they vicious little monsters. So I barely made it out of there alive. And I went to where John was supposed to be waiting for me. The van was gone. What are you complaining about? You made it to the van, okay? Yeah, by the skin on my shell. John? Come in, John.
Mikey, is that you?
Who else would it be?
Listen, I'm in the middle of something right now. Can you come to my location?
Oh, sure, John. No problem. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna try to get as high up as I can so nobody sees me.
Come on, Mike. The costume isn't that humiliating.
I was trying to run upstairs like a normal person. But not in this game. You have to be ninja skills. How did...
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mike, have you had a chance to try that modification I made to your nunchucks?
Not yet. Thanks for the idea.
Wielding his nunchuckles in the air, using his flotation technique, will enable Michelangelo to hover above and suddenly fly away.